In a democratic society, you've got the full range of people from the well-read citizen to the person who seeks political office. People who seek political offices, maybe 1 or 2%. So there's this other great group, and I always tell people, pursue your professional and goals, whatever they might be, and be good at it. But always reserve some time that you can give back to the community. Tell the mayor, county commissioner, governor, president of the United States, I'd like to serve on a board or a commission. And it might even lead to a political appointment kind of position. But you don't have to have run for public office, and you can still be in public service. And decisions are being made about us and for us somewhere. And what you've got to do is be at the table when those decisions are being made. And they're all over the place. And so consider doing that as a volunteer, or maybe even as a paid political appointee. And and that's the only way we'll ever get things done, because when I remember 1978, as we were getting ready for the 2000 census, and I called on the census director and talking about, here in 1975 we had this large group of Vietnamese coming into the country, Hispanics, others, and their language problems, and especially among the Asian Pacific American population, because it's made up of maybe 120 nations and all the languages that are connected with them, including dialects. And he said, well, we've taken care of that. And I said, you've taken care of that? He said, we're going to produce these brochures in the Asian language. And I looked at him and I said, in the Asian language? I said, there is no one language that impacts or is used by all Asian countries. And I think he was sort of startled at that, what he had just said. And but again, that's just a one small example of a recognition of people not recognizing the issues, and especially like as they were talking about health issues. What about the special health needs of those from Asian countries, Asian Pacific Americans? And again, it's just really important to get people out into the network, wherever it may be, and so that they can then relate the experience of the community to the majority community.
There's this epic battle going on in America today between those who want to expand the franchise, register more voters, get more voters, and those who basically want to make the presidential electorate look more like the midterm electorate, shrink it. And it's a real crisis of citizenship. So I think young people can have an influence that way. They also can run for other offices. They also can create non-governmental organizations to lobby for or implement good things they believe in. I mean, if you look at Alaska, for example, which is an overwhelming Republican state in presidential years, the Democrats have now won the city council and the mayoralty in Anchorage, the biggest cities, won the House of Representatives, and elected an independent governor working with moderate Republicans. Those are the kinds of things that can be done if you don't get cynical and you don't give up. You don't say, oh, I'm disappointed, I think I'll sit this one out. That's almost the worst thing you can do.
Public service or serving others is a most gratifying way to live. I mean, helping somebody's life improve really improves your own life. And I would hope people would look at public service, not necessarily running for office, but serving others as noble.
You have more tomorrows than yesterdays. Those tomorrows are going to be built by decisions you make or someone makes for you. Individual citizens have more power today than ever before, but they have to use it. You can do it through social networking, you can do it through social media, you can do it through traditional campaigns, you can do it through the kind of business you go into. You can do it by proving that you can fight climate change in a way that creates jobs and new businesses. There are 1,000 ways you can do it, but you have to do it. The only person who can disempower yourself, is you. Don't give it up. Don't give up what you got.